Hey, good afternoon to everybody who is tuned in already. Thank you so much. As you know, it is our intention to be in prayer today at 1:55, and just wanted to jump on a few minutes in advance to thank you. Those of you who are already here, certainly you can feel free now to share this from your page. If you will just push share, and you can send this to everybody. As we said, we'll begin at 1:55. Um, it may for some of us seem a little strange. So let me just say that it's a little different because sometimes silence and solemnity or solemn moments take us a little off guard because we're not always comfortable in silence. But it is in silence that we have time to reflect, to really begin to think about things that really matter, to center ourselves and our thoughts, even as we seek to lift in prayer, and to remember our brothers and sisters of all hue, of all ages, of all race, religion, and otherwise who have been victims. I used 155 today because in my preparation, even for church on yesterday over the weekend, Friday afternoon or Friday evening, I think it was, maybe Saturday. I got a number from Cato of 155 people who had succumbed to the coronavirus or COVID-19. I know now that that number is higher than 155, but I use that as a marker for us getting together today symbolically for those who unfortunately will be added each day, it appears, because nothing has changed about this virus. It's still as vicious, as viral, and as potent as it ever has been. And so I really caution you against being lax. And I know that you get indoor fatigue, tired of being inside and you like to go and be social and do other things. But I really want to warn you that it is in socializing and in community that this virus transmits. So I want to ask you to do that, to be very careful. The last things I'll say before we begin our time together today in our moments of silence today is I want to remind you that as we move into our moment of silence, it's going to last 2 minutes and 35 seconds. That's 155 seconds, 1 second for each person who had succumbed to COVID-19. I want you to do me a favor. I don't know the 150 people, all of them myself, but I want to encourage you in the comment section, even as we reflect, if you know the names of people who passed away as a result of COVID-19, if you just put them in the comment section, because when this is over and we post it, I want to be able to go back, and even as we continue to pray about it, I want those names to be called, those names to be known. So if you know of people who have you've been affected by personally, or you just know in general, if you could put their names in the comment box, we want to remember them today. It's Memorial Day in America. We celebrate certain things, but we need to remember through collective both grief and relief through prayer these people. So in just a moment, at 1:55, in just less than a minute, we'll start our countdown, and I'll ask you to observe silence for 2 minutes and 35 seconds. After that, I'll pray for approximately 2 minutes and 25 seconds, and then we'll sign off at approximately 2 o'clock. So God bless you, and thank you so much for joining us today in this solemn and sacred space and moment. You call us to speak to you in prayer, God, even when the places we would usually go are not available. God, help us to know your Spirit's presence wherever we pray. Today, God, we especially pray for those who are living in fear. Give them your strength. For those who have not yet realized the urgency of the situation, God, protect them and all of us from harm. Today, as our country pauses, God, to remember and commemorate the sacrifices of military servants, we stop, God, to commemorate the life and the loss of those who are your servants. Today, I especially want to pray for families of those who have passed away from the effects of this deadly virus. God, thank you for the grace that you show in the lives of those who are now recovering, and for those who are asymptomatic and have no sense that they may be infected or spreading this virus. God, for those 155 plus families, God, we pray a sense of peace even right now. Give them a peace that will pass all understanding, and that they may find their solace in you. God, we ask your blessing now on the incarcerated who can't socially distance themselves, and God, for the homeless with no sink or soap to wash their hands. And God, then we even pray for them who are the disrespectful, recalcitrant, rebellious, and selfish among us, who refuse to heed the directives of safety and who seem to exhibit no care for neighbor. God, you and you alone are worthy of glory, honor, and praise. With you, we can overcome every storm, including this global impact of COVID-19. Right now, God, we're asking you to heal those who are sick and protect those who are not. Give our leaders extra wisdom as they seek to navigate this pandemic and this economic uncertainty. Help them never to put money over human life, and God, never to put the economy over your community. Strengthen your global church, God, and reveal to us how we can partner together to reach the needs of those around us. God, calm our fears even for spiritual renewal. We want your glory. We need your power. We want your healing to be on display. Come now, Almighty God. Do what only you can do. And God, we thank you for this space and this time of prayer together. Hear our prayer, God, and we submit it now. In the only name that really matters. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thank you all so much for pausing for this moment to remember the men, the women, the boys, girls, all who have been affected by this disease. And at the same time, I want to remind you that there are folks who are dying from other diseases. There are some folks who are dying from natural causes. And in times like this, we should remember all families who need us, and we're here for each other. I want you to know you are loved and appreciated. I thank you so much for tuning in, for taking this moment out of your day to remember somebody else. And again, I encourage you, if you know the names of people who have been victims of COVID-19 and who have succumbed or who died as a result, I invite you to share their names in the comments. We don't ever want them to be forgotten. So on this Memorial Day, we remember them, and we do so with you as well. God bless you. Keep the faith until we meet again.